the three powers that are there latently inside us: the power of thought, the power of will, and the power of action. Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. The Jnana Shakti is leading to thought. Ichha Shakti is the one that desires, that intends. And then Kriya Shakti is the energy. Of these three powers that are there latently inside, everything is happening that unmanifest becomes manifest, or otherwise only with these powers. And they are purely with us, inside of us, not outside, not given by anybody. Of these three, the power of thought is the most important, which is the knowledge. That's why they called it Jnanan Muktihi, Jnana to Moksha. They didn't say Dhyana to Moksha, they said Jnanan Muktihi. Jnana Agni Dagda Karmana. When the karma gets dissolved, then there's nothing, we emerge into our greater self back again. Jnanan Muktihi. So the power of thought, or the power that is developed more with knowledge, it slowly becomes wisdom, is most important, because that's where all the thought arises from there. But thought by itself does not manifest unless the willpower is added to it. The willpower, the power to will, is to feeling the desire to create it, desire to experience it. Our intentions, all that makes a difference. If we intend, we experience something. If we don't intend, we don't experience something. The thought is equal to the learning, the concept of learning to doing to being. So learning is thought. So the more we learn, the more knowledge we receive, the more we may feel to experience. Until then, we don't even know what to experience. But then unless the willpower is developed, the willpower which is saying that I want to experience, the desire, that intention, we will not create anything. Then the energy, the Kriya Shakti, manifests. Energy manifests into material reality. So the more energy, the more manifestation. The stronger the intent, the possibility of manifestation, the higher the thought, higher the knowledge, the more experience that we can have. So all creation is happening through us, through these three powers. But we use discrimination. As the power of thought, as the power of knowledge is increasing, so we are using discrimination to say what desire I intend and what I don't intend. We use discrimination to say, how do I apply my energy? I surrender, I become instrument, I do not attach to this result. We use discrimination while applying that Kriya Shakti. We use discrimination to manifest or to have the right intentions, right desires, right thought. So dear friends, the power of thought, the power of knowledge becomes very, very important. Now, the more we experience, the more energy becomes manifest, then the more the knowledge becomes wisdom. And so that we keep developing our power of thought. We keep developing that more and more. It's a cycle. They are interdependent. More knowledge leads to more intentions, leads to more manifestation, and then goes back as a cycle, more wisdom to do or not do, what not to do, what more to do, based on what we experienced. And so then our thought power has improved. That means our intellect, our ability to discern right and right is improved, our jnana is improved, wisdom is improved. And so then again, we start intending back again. It is a cycle. They are very interconnected, these three powers. They are there deep inside, dear friends, with us. And we know meditation is fundamental to develop all these three powers, to cultivate them. The power of will over a period of time becomes that consciousness, the power of consciousness. That's what it becomes. Initially, the power of will, or our intention and the desire, initially is more about the matter, more from the mind, and slowly, it changes the power to will. It changes to be that consciousness, our greater self. When we are disconnected with our greater self, the power to will is coming from our environment, our surrounding, our people, the places around. They're telling us something, we do that something. So whatever the society, the culture has told us, that's what we do. As we meditate, the power to will slowly changes to what truly gives us happiness is become the will of that consciousness. So we become that consciousness. And so everything that we intend and will comes from that place. So with meditation, Our intentions, our desires are drawn from the consciousness directly. And so then we are always experiencing the most beautiful, the most important, the thing that gives us deep happiness. With regular meditation, power to will is the power of consciousness. And with regular meditation, the more we experience the wholeness, we drop our individual self, and so then we are an instrument when we are applying our Kriya Shakti, that energy that we have to manifest. We do that with a total surrenderness. That I'm doing. No, we do not have that concept that I'm doing. Instead, the concept that yes, I'm an instrument, I'm doing this. We let go, we surrender, and then do whatever that we do to manifest that intention. That means we are detached from the result. We know that the will has to manifest, and then all we do is to do as an instrument without attachment to the result, without having this special feeling that I am the one doing it. So then that's what allows us to go into the flow. We have to forget ourselves. When we forget ourselves, we go into the flow. We have the best experience possible at that moment. So with that higher intention manifested, we gain that experience, feeds back into our knowledge, becomes wisdom. We increase our intellect. So this new year, we work to develop these three latent powers, and we become totally independent on ourselves. All these are inside of us, and then we work to develop them. Meditation is the greatest strength, dear friends. Through meditation, through contemplation, we draw a lot of knowledge of the unseen, and through regular satsang and through reading books, we draw a lot of knowledge from the seen, from the manifest. And that being the core power which translates to all kind of intentions and desires, we continue to work towards developing the power of thought. Let that be our core goal, to develop our willpower, our thought power. That wisdom, willpower is equal to consciousness for meditators. For serious, regular meditators, willpower becomes the consciousness, power of consciousness.